Welcome back to our live show. Our next guest is an award-winning author who has found a way to make learning history interesting and entertaining. Her latest historical fiction, The Voice, the Revolution, and the Key, follows the early life of Patrick Henry, whose famous words, "Give me liberty or give me death," were spoken right here in Richmond at St. John's Church in Church Hill. A big welcome to Virginia native and author Jenny Cote. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I am wonderful. It's always good to be here in Virginia.
That's great to have you back home, so to speak, and
Thank
telling a history that really we walk every day here in Central Virginia.
We sure do.
This is the latest in a series of books, but I want to talk about the storytellers, the main protagonists, which are the Epic Order of the Seven. Explain this for our viewers.
This is a team of talking animals that go through time, starting with Noah's Ark, and they go all through biblical history up to the fall of Rome, and now they're in modern history with Patrick Henry and the Founding Fathers and the Revolution. So you have a Scottish Terrier named Max, a French cat named Liz, and a host of others. But they operate behind the scenes, and the humans have no idea that they're talking animals, but they make, in effect, the history events.
Now, these books are written for younger readers, but they're for history lovers of all ages.
Right. The target is 8 to 12, but the actual readership is 7 to 95 is the oldest reader. So half my readers are adults.
That
indeed.
you know of, anyway.
That I know of, right. There could be older.
Now, why did you decide to have these anthropomorphic animals be the main characters in your story?
Well, the real Max and Liz, who are my pets, started this whole thing. And I was watching them play fight one day and said, when did this all start with cats and dogs getting on each other's nerves? Maybe when they were cooped up on the ark. And I was like, wow. And I had this idea for the first book, and then the characters came alive. But it's a way to make history fun for kids. You know, what kids are going to pick up all these history books across time, especially a 600-page book on Patrick Henry, but they'll follow Max and Liz and this Epic War of the Seven animal team wherever they go, and they're going to learn the history while making it fun.
And this is just the beginning of the Patrick Henry story.
Right.
There's more to come.
That's right.
And I understand that you wrote some of this book while sitting in Patrick Henry's seat at St. John's Church here in Richmond.
I did. I loved to be in the room where it happened, and St. John's was gracious to me. I sat in Patrick Henry's seat on March 23rd, 2016, on the anniversary date of Liberty or Death, and I wrote that powerful scene in St. John's, and I tell you, you were able to emote the energy and the history of the place when you're there on site. And I go and I research on site, and whenever I can, I write, you know, in the room. And I also wrote Sally, his wife's death scene in Scotchtown. They were gracious enough to let me do that as well.
Yeah, I read that the research part is your favorite part of writing these books.
It is. It's the most exciting part, and I've been researching this for 10 years. And, you know, driven the people at Colonial Williamsburg nuts with my questions for 10 years. And I've been to France also researching the Marquis de Lafayette, who is another emerging character in this trilogy as well.
What's the feedback been from your readers on the book and the books, and how they interpret history thanks to you, or enjoy history thanks to you?
It's been humbling and staggering, and kids and adults are like, I never knew this about Patrick Henry, because all anybody ever remembers was what? Give me liberty or
give me death.
7 little words.
Yeah.
And they're like, I had no idea the impact he had. And he was the voice of the revolution, but he's quite a forgotten founding father. And here he was, our first and 5-time elected governor of Virginia. And so their eyes are open, and they want to learn more, not just about Patrick Henry, but the other founders. And to me, another way I made it fun for kids was I start when the founders are children. And I thought, wouldn't it be wonderful for children to see the journey that they took to rise to greatness to serve their country for such a time as this.
They didn't start as adults in this world.
No, we all start as kids, right?
That's right. And you know, for you, you get out, you're on book tour right now, and you get to talk to people who read your books and enjoy them. That must be pretty fun for you.
Oh, it's the best, and that's the best part of doing this, and talking to kids and say, what do you know about Patrick Henry? What do you like about history? And then to watch their eyes light up as they learn these things, and that's the best part, is getting out there with the kids.
Thank you, Jenny. Let's tell people where they can get out there and see you.
Absolutely.
You can meet Jenny Cote as she signs her new book, The Voice, the Revolution, and the Key, this Thursday, October 19th at 12:30 at the Gallery at York Hall in Yorktown, and then this Saturday, October 21st at the Barnes & Noble back here in this area at Short Pump from 11 to 1. Thank you, Jenny.
Thank you so
much. And
much
thanks for coming in
me.
and sharing a very little bit of the history.